Hello everyone. Let's take a look at an interesting essay topic based on migration. Actually, I felt like talking about this topic because of one of the very interesting teledramas telecasting on Swarnavahini nowadays named as Ratapavla. So I think most of you all watch this, and it's a very interesting teledrama based on the theme of migration, how people try to survive, and how people try to escape from the economic crisis, and what happened for them and how they struggle with that. So, regarding this, if you have watched this or if you have not watched this, I would like to invite you to watch it because it's an interesting theme, especially related to nowadays society. So let's take a look at my essay topic based on the same idea. The topic is this: migration as a survival strategy. Examine how Sri Lanka's economic crisis drives citizens abroad. So you have to discuss about migration as a survival strategy. And also you have to examine how the Sri Lanka's economic crisis drives citizens abroad. So first of all, let's take a look at migration. This has become a way of escaping, because most of the time when they are fed up with the situations in the country, and when they are struggling with life, and most of the time people we feel like, if I especially this happens in the third world countries, the people those who live in third world countries with a lot of economical issues. So then most what happens is, most of the time people feel like, if I go to another country, I can solve all these problems. Because most of the time it depends on what the illusions that we get, especially through mass media and social media, especially nowadays. So we get to know, we create a picture in our mind. If I go to America, my life would be like this. Americans live like this. Europeans, the United Kingdom, the people live like this. My life will be like this and that. I will have a very comfortable life if I go to these countries, and I will get a new job. I will get new job opportunities, like that. You get different illusions, and also there are different places that give us opportunities to opportunities where that we can easily, they give us some ideas, and also they make us, they persuade us, if you go to these countries, these particular countries, your life will be like this and that. So migration has become a way of escaping. So you can discuss why people migrate, what makes people to migrate. So what are the situations why people feel like migrating, and also you can talk about especially the illusions and the dreams that we create regarding migration. So if for example, even we have a short story in our A-level collection, um, a girl who won the American visa lottery, and she gets the opportunity to go to America. But the dreams and everything, the illusions and everything what she had before going America, she got disillusioned after she went there. She saw the reality. So this is a kind of, when it comes to the realistic situation, the real situation, there's something between reality and fantasy. It seems like we get caught into a fantasy, because we always feel like what we have, it's not good. What we have always give us troubles. The same thing you see in the teledrama that I mentioned earlier also, because then when they feel like that, they feel like the only solution, the only solution would be leaving the country, migrating to another country where I won't have any of these problems, then where I can have a very comfortable life. But you get disillusioned, you get to know the reality, because sometimes, for example, we may have to face some other different types of economical issues, maybe social issues, political issues, and maybe psychological issues. So one of the very common situation is when you go to another country, that would be totally different from for example, the weather conditions. No, you may find the weather in that particular country would be totally different from your country, because Sri Lanka, it's a tropical country, and we have a, it seems like we have a summer almost every day. But when you go to some European countries, you have to be familiar with all the four seasons: winter, autumn, like it would be a different experience. And the lifestyle, sometimes you feel like you're isolated, you're alienated. So different psychological issues may arise when you go to another country. And also some people, even though they think that they can find job opportunities, they can find their life will be like this and that and like that, but when you go there, sometimes you may find different issues, like you may not find the jobs as you expect. So different issues. I want to say the rough idea that even though migration appears to be as a way of escaping, even though it gives a kind of an illusionary picture to you, when it comes to reality, you find a difference. The reality would be something different. Sometimes when you go to another country, your life would be like your life will completely change, and you will start a very beautiful life, that will be one thing. Sometimes it will be like that. But here we are talking about the topic what I want to discuss. It is especially related to that particular teledrama, migration as a survival strategy. So do you agree with this? What is your opinion? Do you think migration as a survival strategy? And you have to examine this particular topic uh, on how Sri Lanka's economic crisis, how it drives the citizens abroad. Because this economic crisis, the situation, the prevailing system in our country, that drives the citizens abroad. But sometimes when it comes to you find sometimes the people, they struggle in this country. They struggle and they try to survive, and you can talk about the people, those who became success, how we can make our lives successful staying in this country, what are the opportunities available, and how to improve these opportunities, what kind of doors are there, how can we improve our life, how to survive under this economic crisis. So one thing you can talk about the different issues, the problems that you have to face when you go. And also you can pay special attention to the fantasy or the illusion that you get through social media and mass media related to different countries. So is this the reality, what we see on social media and mass media? So you can talk about that, and also you can suggest, you can under the conclusion, you can do some suggestions how people can improve the quality of their life while staying in their own country. So let's take a look at this topic, and even I would like to invite you to watch this teledrama as well, which is really interesting. I found it as interesting, so you can watch it and you can get some ideas. So what makes people to migrate, and why, how they try to migrate, and what are the problems they face, and how they try to survive, like that. So this is something interesting you can think about. You can write and you can share your writing under the comment section. So let's meet once again with another video. Have a nice day. Bye bye.